All right, here's another free speech issue. It involves online censorship, social media in particular. And we've seen that we, on this show, have been the victims of it on multiple social media platforms. I told you last week about my own TikTok account being selectively censored in regard to videos related to the war between Israel and Hamas, with some videos we shared being blocked. On TikTok, the ones that seemed favorable to Israel or critical of Hamas, while others were given wide exposure, the ones that seemed more critical of Israel. Now, for an update, turns out it isn't just TikTok, because here's what happened on my Instagram account. You see in the image a notice from Instagram that says, "We removed your post." And here they gave their supposed reason, writing, quote, "It looks like you shared or sent symbols, praise, or support of people and organizations we define as dangerous or followed them." Oh, it sounds really bad, right? I'm going to show you now the entire clip that we shared of my conversation with a pro-Palestinian professor. I was asking why the protesters wouldn't be calling for Hamas to accept a ceasefire proposal that was on the table if ceasefire was their true goal. I just don't get it, right? If the claim is we've got to protect civilians, and let's even just assume the offer's for 6 weeks, 6 weeks to allow humanitarian aid, all the issues with the quarter. By the way, we've been told that the deal very well, if the hostages are released, could lead to a permanent ceasefire. But again, it's not worth it, right? We have it too good right now. If you're Hamas, you're the center of everything. You've got all these left-wing nuts supporting you. Why would you want to make a deal? You get the final word.
No, I don't think it's nuts at all. I mean, I think they realize that they need a permanent ceasefire, and that's what they have to hold out for. You're right that the hostages are being used as bargaining chips. That's Hamas's leverage. That's accurate, but that's all they have. They certainly don't have the military wherewithal to.
I know. We got to feel bad for the poor Hamas folks. All they have is these hostages as leverage, and we got to feel sorry. Anyway, that's the clip. That's it. That's the dangerous clip? Was it because of what he said? Was it because of what I said? I mean, look, a legitimate debate and discussion of major political and world events from a verified member of the media was just blocked. Look, by the way, it is their right. It's a private platform. It's owned by Meta, which owns Facebook. They can decide what content they want on their product. But boy, you surprised, Floyd Abrams?
I'm really stunned.
Really?
I really am stunned. There's no justification. Really, one can't even fabricate something that
there's an algorithm that they use, right? It must be where they look for keywords or something, and then they say, okay, we're gonna prevent you from putting it on.
Yeah. Look, that doesn't violate the First Amendment because you're not the government and all that stuff. They're not the government. But that violates the spirit of the First Amendment because it is pure and unadulterated censorship.
Yeah, it shocked me. I mean, look, on TikTok, I guess I wasn't as surprised that it's owned by China, right? And they're supporting, they're allowing content that was, the content that they censored from me was when I was questioning the numbers from the Gaza Health Ministry. And I had an expert on who was saying that the numbers can't make sense. They wouldn't let me share that. But then when I asked tough questions of Netanyahu's spokesperson, well, that was fine to distribute. You and I actually haven't talked about this.
No, we haven't. And you see, I'm really pained.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just awful. It is really unforgivable for an entity that relies on free speech, that purports to defend free speech, to engage in that sort of content-centric, you have to be on our side, censorship.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.